Back here for the 12U Urban Elite 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic. And man, well, the first three games have definitely brought us a lot of scoring, a lot of action, some crazy defensive plays, nice long plays, unfortunate penalties. But that's what we bring you here on APN. We bring you a good time, along with Jeff Lowry and Michael Caratanudo, as we come to you from the campus of Glendale High School, the home of the Cardinals. And yes, they're just a few minutes east of State Farm Stadium and the other Cardinals. But the 12U, and again, it's, the white team who has gold jerseys, as well as white. They won the toss, and they will be kicking off. They deferred, so they will be kicking off. And well, the onside kick, Roland trying to steal a possession. And, well, they didn't get it. It looked like number 53. Recovered the ball, and our first gentleman without. Again, could have switched jerseys. But for the black team, who's on offense first, again, the players are Espen Rushing, Mickey Rafferty, Shaden Isom. Oh, here we go, Jeff. A football name right here, Tank Maloney. Michelle Rodman, Aiden Wadani, Richie Valenzuela, and his flying guitar. Gavin Yonker, Cade Jasper, Landon Dawenga, Adrian Gonzalez, Kale Garcher. So we get a penalty marker down, of course, to kick off the game. Brody Wolfton, Riley Gonzalez, Maurice Litton II, Amory Martin Rodriguez, Byron Brandon, Kevin's Alarcon, and Atreyu Bragan. Atreyu. What movie is that from? That's a 80s cult classic. That would be The Never-Ending Story. Yes, me and my worthless movie knowledge. So that's the 12U black team. The 12U white team, we have D'Angelo Chauteau, Isaac Espinoza, Jeff Smith III, Caleb Pettigrew, Camario Bitsui, Flavio Cano Jr., Jose Mancia, Isaiah Tadeo. This goes by IT, as they've put on the roster. So we will, if his number matches up, it will be IT. Blake Horner, David Cons Jr., Mariano Soto, Jake Bondi, Marcos Radias, Roman Otero, Leighton Doyle, Walter Evans, Ian Castellanos, Jesus Ruiz, Jackson Sharp, a big play here in the backfield. Hendricks Utley and Gabriel Terrell Jr. is the white team, and number 7, that's David Cons Jr. with the sack. David Cons Jr. coming up with the sack there, so that'll bring up a third and a lot. Third and 23. Dropping back to pass. Ball's on the turf. And, well, it'll be fourth and about a quarter mile now, Jeff. And I think the black team's got a punt. You can't go for it on fourth and, let's see. Just a 4th and 34, Jeff. I'm sorry. The average the longest average, and it might be a quick kick with this formation. They do have a safety that is back very deep, and I think that's what they're expecting. And oh, the quarterback does, but it gets blocked. It rolls forward. They can't advance it, as we know. And number 33 with the block. That was Jeff. Oh, the recovery. Jeff Smith the third. So the white team with the gold jersey. Oh, they got white numbers, though. So the 12U white team. And the Urban Elite 2022 All-Star Youth Classic. So a 1st and 10 for the 12U white team from the black team's 26-yard line. And, well, leaning forward, going across the 27-yard line, say it was the line of scrimmage, and be down at the 24-yard line. So a nice 3-yard gain on 1st down. And, well, handoff, and oh, the defense snuffed that out. Heck of a job there. It's like Meshel Redmond, number 11, in on the play, along with number 25, Cade Jasper. So now we have a 3rd and 7, and I'm guessing it'll be, well, no, I don't want to guess because it could be encroachment on the defense. Usually it's a false start, but yep. So now it'll be that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So from a 3rd and 6 to a 3rd and 1, very manageable. So not only do they get a turnover, they get a very giftly penalty there. Does a 12U white team. There's number 5, Jake Bondi at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. And, well, somebody doesn't want to watch the ball. They go on the snap count. It was a hard go, and that was number 26. Well, didn't want to talk about him in this way, but Tank Maloney. Phenomenal name as we get a black timeout as the coaching staff. Going to remind the defense, again, and it wasn't a lineman. Maloney being a linebacker coming up, trying to blitz and just get there early, but ball did not move. Oh, and that'll give them an automatic 1st down with the 3rd and 1 there. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for the 12U white team from the 13-yard line of the 12U black team. And again, don't forget, June 25th and 26th, Bullhead City, Arizona, the Southwest All-Star Classic Summer Showcase. Again, hit the website at southwestallstarclassic.com, where the Southwest collides. And then, like Jeff said, Memorial Day weekend's a big weekend. But now we're back to action. 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line of the 12U black team. Well, takes a snap, has some time moving his feet, decides to go outside where he almost gets sacked, but he, well, pushes the edge, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. Bondi gained a yard there, but gets outside, and yeah, he did gain 1 yard there. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 9 now from the 12. And again, and you talk about at all ages, if a quarterback keeps getting rushed, getting a little bit of happy feet, and I don't think he had to, because when he left the pocket and went that way, he helped the defensive end out. So Bondi with back on either side of him, hands off. Nice little counter play as it goes to the 6-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 3. And they are chunking time off the clock. It's like 3.5 minutes. So, on the 3rd and 3, the handoff again up the middle, bouncing off some would-be tacklers, and, well, we'll only gain a yard to make it 3rd and 2. Or 4th and 2, pardon me. What's this? Colorado, Nebraska trying to give somebody 5 downs? Not I. Not I. So 4th and 2 now. Been very patient with the running game. This is where play action could be very, very beneficial. It's Bondy in the shotgun again. Gets a good snap. Now he's rolling to his right, looking into the end zone. Had a man open. Had to tuck it away. Still has him open in the back, but he overshoots him. Oh, my goodness. He had Ian Castellanos, number 89. He broke open early, and Bondy had to get away from some pressure, and then he overshoots him in the back of the end zone. So they turn it over on downs after a nice drive to get down into the red zone. But they were stopped. So now the 12U black team will take over 1st and 10 on their own 6-yard line. Man, that is kind of a first drive. That's a heartbreaker to have that drive go down, march down the field, and then get stopped just a wee bit short. So like I said, 1st and 10 on the 6. Shotgun snap. It's a quarterback designed run to the right side. Gets up to, well, gets knocked out of bounds close to the 10-yard line. And, well, actually he's pushed out before that. There's a lot of traffic. He went forward, but he gains 1 yard to the 7-yard line. Now 12U black team. And scoreless here in the first quarter. High snap, and well, it gives it to the second back through, who will go through, and that was number 81 on the tackle, which unfortunately we do not have an 81 on the So that brings up a 3rd and a long 3, almost 4. Handoff up the middle. Nice cutback there. So number 11 actually is King Long on the black team. Goes over the right side now on a 4th and 2. Gets the line to gain. And, oh, frustration there from the defense. So good on the first 3 downs. As that was Jake Bondy on the tackle for the 12U white team. But, again, giving up the, getting them out of the shadow of the end zone, their own end zone there, as they have a 1st and 10 now on the 21-yard line. Their own 21-yard line does the 12U white team. And Bondy in the shotgun gets pressure right away, has to step up in the middle. Great edge pressure, And, well, it'll go down as a no gain because he got back. He lunged forward to the line of scrimmage, which is good. But, man, that edge pressure didn't go too far up the field, and it crashed in. So he felt the pressure heat. He had to step up. And once he did, the interior of the line just took him down. Oh, a high snap over the quarterback's head. He tries to pick it up, and it looks like it bounced off his leg. He finally recovers it down at the 6-yard line. So 14-yard loss there. We'll bring up second and, let's see, he's actually at the 8-yard line. So I'll bring up a second and 24 as we will get a timeout. Looks like the referee actually called for a water timeout, so we call it again. With that field turf, it gets a little bit warmer on the field, and it's, yeah, you can feel it. Definitely haven't played on turf fields. Again, not that cleats are so thin, but it gets hot and you're running around, and you feel that on the bottom of your feet after a little while how it heats up. So again, usually at 7 o'clock at night. Well, in August it doesn't really matter because it's still extremely insanely hot here. But usually by the middle of the season, 7 o'clock kickoffs are nice, like weather like this today. So, but our 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic, powered by Urban Elite. Again, don't forget the big showcase on Memorial Day weekend. That is the huge championship. But back to action now. So, again, 3rd and 24. And he goes to pass. It's batted in the air and intercepted for the touchdown. You have got to be kidding me. What a phenomenal play. And he comes through the middle, bats the ball, starting to throw it. And that was Ian Castellanos, number 89. Wow. That is a phenomenally tough play. Easily challenging for the play of the day, as we see on the replay. Look, he flies through, bats it up in the air to himself and catches it. Wow. It is, yes. Jeff says it's the play of the day, and I completely agree. So they get on the board first. How odd. A defense is dominating the game so far, and the defense gets the first touchdown. And they're actually going to go for the 2 points as they're going to try and kick it. As, again, the referee trying to remind the guard you can't line up over the center on extra points, as it's a good snap, a good hold, and oh, he just missed it right. Just pushed it right a little bit. So that'll make it 6-0 in favor of the 12U white team. Here in the first quarter. So the defense gets the first score of the game. And like I said, very, very fitting, because you're working that hard on defense and they've made plays. They pushed them back. They forced them into a 4th and 24. You knew they had a pass, but yet they took the chance. Brought the blitz.
Well, Mike, we want to remind everybody, June 25th and 26th, Bullhead City, Arizona. It's the Southwest All-Star Classic Summer Showcase. Go to southwestallstarclassic.com. You can see the website there. That's where the Southwest collides.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, anything like this. Oh, and well, we get the onside. It didn't go 10 yards. It did not go 10 yards. And yes, well, number 56 fell on it anyway for the 12U black team. That's Kevin's Alarcon. But and again, when you start playing, it's one of those things, because on the hands team, that's where back a few minutes ago, I played on the hands team. And I'm telling you that when they kick it and it's that soft, you step up to it, square the ball up, and that's that. You don't, and you just fall on it, because if it doesn't go 10 yards, like I said, they can't touch it. Well, they can, but it'll be a penalty. It'll still be your ball. So, or you can let them re-kick it, but most teams will just take the ball. So the 12U black team has a 1st and 10 on the 12U whites 49-yard line. And we get pistol formation. Running back off to the right as the snap and the handoff, and he really bounces it out to the far side and goes across midfield, jumps in the air past the 45. And that is number 6, Byron Brandon, with the carry. And a solid job on the tackle by number 2. Who, again, like I said, I could have said his name while introducing the lineup, but again, sometimes I switch numbers. Oh, and well, that is the end of the first quarter, as we have a 6-0 lead, a defensive battle. Don't go too far. We'll step aside real quick. We'll have more of the Urban Elite 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic here on APN. Back here, the Urban Elite 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic from Glendale High School. As you come back, you saw the only touchdown of the first quarter, yes, defensively, and the play of the day. You batted up to yourself and you located in the air. So now we have a 2nd and 2, and the snap over the head. Oh, and he tries to dive on it, but the pigskin just bounces around. It's picked up by the 12U white team, and he's breaking tackles, carrying people, and finally going down at the 33-yard line. Number 57, what a play there by IT. Isaiah Taddeo. 57, yeah. Hear the crowd saying, good job, IT. So, well, when you're making plays like that, you get to have the nickname. You do. So the second forced turnover, and man, whoo, IT carrying some people like he's training for a heavyweight fight, carrying people up a hill, taking them on the field though. But so it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 12U Blacks 35-yard line for the 12U white team. Handoff going up the middle, nice block, getting outside, bouncing off a few would-be tacklers, past the 20 to the 15 to the 10. Can he stay in bounds? Yes! All the way to the house for number 33, Jeff Smith III. And man, we have seen so much success today on those inside on those quick hit trap plays, and the line doing such a great job of getting to the second level. And he scoochies on in. Absolutely. He's scooching on in from 34 yards out. for the touchdown. That's all that matters, and that puts them up 12-0. They're going to try and go for 2. And there's a good snap. Oh, wow, somebody got thrown in the backfield, and he had to try and kick that. Looks like that was number 56 that kicked that. And unfortunately, I have no 56 on the roster. It looks like he was trying to go around the defender that just blew his man up and got into the backfield there. But he definitely had had enough strength there, enough distance, just pushed it to the right. But nonetheless, it is 12-0 in favor of the 12U white team. As they'll get set to again kick off, and that is, well, number 2. It has the T. Looks like number 2 is kicking. And yeah. So as we get a late, as Jeff Smith III gets the call, and a little late on a kickoff team, but he gets there, so now they can get it rolling. Up 12-0, and tries to come to the near side, and well, now it went 10 yards, and nobody from the 12U black team stepped up to it, as well, number 18 was right there. No, 89 recovered it. Yeah. Yes, but no, number 18 for the black team stepped up, or just watched the ball go by, and yes, that was Ian Castellanos, the man recovering it. So with a 12-0 lead, 12U white team will take over as we get a water break. Let's see, they say signal that no one called the timeout out of the possession, so we get a water break. Pitt. So first and 10 from the 12U Blacks, 49 for the 12U white team. As again, they scored and they recovered the onside kick. The handoff goes inside to Jeff Smith III. Tries to bounce it outside, but a nice little gain there as he gains 6 yards. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Oh no, another bad snap, and the black team, well, they're wrestling for it, and they reward it right away, saying he got there first. No bottom of the pile issues there, and number 55 flies in, Camario Bitsui. Hustling for the ball, and well, they needed that after not recovering the onside kick. So that'll give a 1st and 10 right at midfield for the 12U black team as they trail 12-0. There's somebody saying one of the coaches on the sideline saying, "Get me the ball," and the defense has delivered for the white team. As well, looks like we get a little confusion and a whistle in the backfield, and we'll get a timeout. So yeah, King Long is actually number 11 for the U12, 12U black team. Pardon me. It wasn't Redmond, so King Long. Apologies because he made some of those plays before, but he definitely, again, jersey swap. We're all for it. Keeps us on our toes too. And again, it looks like there's a little confusion out of the turnover about the formation. And that's Riley Gonzalez, actually at quarterback number 8. Back to either side, hands off. Trying to get the sweep out to the right side. Cuts it upfield, crosses midfield, and is down at the 47-yard line. So a 3-yard gain there on 1st and 10. We'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Mike, it's almost like when you watch these guys after seeing the 9, the 10, and these guys are like college players.
No, absolutely. I was just thinking, it's funny, I was just thinking that too, because again, they've made some plays in the adjustments, and again, it has been a true chess match between these two teams. So, he hands off and, well, trying to get back to midfield or trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses 4 yards there as that was Byron Brandon on the carry. Again, that jet sweep, and that's the thing you always hear. Once you start floating too far outside and you see the defense just stringing it along and there's no cutback lane, somebody's going to shoot up the field. Linebacker's going to shoot up more than one, and there's your 4-yard loss. So you go from 2nd and 7 to 3rd and 11. Again, the defense putting you behind the chains. Well, it's time to pass now. Get some pressure. Comes here to the near sideline, and King Long dropped it. Well, I shouldn't say he dropped it. I mean, it hit him in the hands, but right when it hit him, he was getting tackled. As Riley Gonzalez put the pass out there for him. And now that will. So number 12, that's Jackson Sharp. Broke it up, so that will make it 4th and 11 now. From their own 49, just shy, well, right at actually 4th and 10 at midfield. Drop. Oh, wow. Goes out to the flat. And well, number 2 with the tackle. And again, he's done a solid job. So it will be a turnover on downs. And wait, is there a penalty marker down? It's like the 2 officials on the far side of the field, are having a conversation. And I'm not going to say it's going to be an automatic first down for the 12U black team, but they're having a conversation. Nope, and the offense for the 12U white team is coming on the field, so seeing where to spot the ball, and it's it was after the play, and there was a penalty marker down, so whatever they called was against the 12U white team, so that will march them back. Oh, wow, it's personal foul, Jeff, marching back to the 35-yard line. So march all the way back to the 35. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the 12U white team from their own 35-yard line. Again, not bad starting field position, but obviously not as good as midfield. Oh, look at this. And it's intercepted. Oh, and it's fumbled. I think he was down. And I know there's no replay, and I know the beanie went out, and maybe he wasn't down, but he looked down to me. And unfortunately, it looks like we have a player down from the 12U black team. Let's see. Oh, we see it on the replay right there. Man, look at that angle. Look at this phenomenal camera angle. As you can see, he was not down. See, 0 for 12 on play calls, 0 for 1 on fumbles. As you see him bouncing to the right side. And, yeah, that ball's out. That ball is out. He was headed to the ground, but that ball was out. So looking at a player, we'll 12-0 the score here. 12U team leading. All right, the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic. We stepped aside for a minute. Unfortunately, we have a young man down on the field being checked out by the trainers. So, again, that's why we've stepped away for a second. 12-0 is the score. The 12U white team. I know I said 12U before the initial break. They're both 12U, but the 12U white team up 12-0 over the 12U black team. And, again, just checking the player out that's down on the field. So, again, wishing him that he's okay. But with football, we do know some things take some time, not because they're bad, but they have to check and make sure everything is okay. So, protocol, yes. Thank you, Jeff. See the word I'm looking for. But, yeah, protocol. So, again, we'll step aside again real quick. 12-0 the score here from Glendale High School. The 12U white team leading the 12U black team in the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic.
Jeff Lowry back here from Glendale High School, and unfortunately, one of the players will have to leave via a paramedic. We're still waiting for the ambulance. It could be precautionary, and as of right now, we're not sure who the injured player is, but we will give you any update that we will get when we get that. So stay with us here. This is the 12U All-Star Game from the home of the Cardinals of Glendale High School in Glendale, Arizona. And we'll have more coverage here in a moment.
Well, we are back here at the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic from Glendale High School, and the young gentlemen, again, be taken off by the paramedics, like Jeff said. And, again, with protocols, football, you want to make sure that everything is okay, but at least he was able to lay on his side, so he had movement. That is very positive and great to see. Again, we hope that if we get an update, and they're going to give the teams a few minutes to stretch out again, as again about the 26-minute delay, 27-minute delay, right there for us. But alongside Jeff Lowry, Michael Caratanudo, as we come to you from, like I said, Glendale High School for the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic, brought to you by Urban Elite. And we are at a 12-0 score. The 12U white team, for those of you that
who are in yellow, by the way.
Yes, they're in a mustard. It's like a mustardish. But some are in white, and their numbers are in white. So, yeah, we'll go with the 12U white team with the mustard jerseys. I like it. Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the lead pipe.
Exactly.
There you go. Some of you youngsters out there, Google that. You might know that game. Hopefully you've got to play it. But anyway, yeah, we hope he's okay. Again, had to be taken out of here. But like I said, the good news is that he was able to move. And, you know, they just, again, better to be safe and protocol-wise, like Jeff was talking to me about. It's a good thing.
Yeah, we got some visuals of him being carted off the field, and he was laying on his side. So I don't think it would be anything certainly real serious or life-threatening, and it might just be a shoulder. He may have had a shoulder injury that they couldn't move. We do not know. We're not really shouldn't be speculating either, but I think one of the things, Mike, when you have an injury like that and you have a 30-minute delay, how does that affect the psyche of an athlete?
Yeah, and unfortunately, in my athletic career playing soccer and football, there was 3 times I remember we had to stop for serious injuries. And once it was a teammate of mine, the other 2 times it was an opponent. But still, everybody's, you want to make sure they're okay, and you get restarted. And it's not so much that you think that you're going to get banged up or anything, but it to your point, it's just kind of, to me, it seems to bring the mood down of the game a little bit.
It does.
When anybody leaves. And again, a lot of times, like you said, we're not speculating. Jeff and I are just happy we saw movement. Again, we don't know. I'm not saying that it's not serious, but again, movement is a very good sign in cases like that. But it just kind of brings down the spirit of the game a little bit, and it's tough to kind of gain it back. Your coaches talk about it all the time, and injuries are going to happen in sports, and I think that's one thing, especially at this age, you learn, and even as you get older, that the game unfortunately is goes on. Yeah, it's a physical game, and the games in general are going to go on. So, and it's the good news is it's 72 degrees. And, yeah, I was going to say, not one cloud in the sky hanging out here at Glendale High School. So, again, we're happy to see the young man with movement. Again, wishing him a very speedy recovery so he can get back to doing not just football, but everyday things, I'm sure, because at this age, not that a teenager ever drove a parent crazy or anything, but at this age, they definitely don't like to be held up away from friends, activities, all that good stuff. But again, encouraging to see that, and props to obviously the trainers and the paramedics taking their time. Kudos, like Jeff said, following the protocols, and we go from there. So it brings up a 1st and 10 now for the 12U white team, who had just gotten the ball back from their own 41-yard line, as we get back to action now. And, out of the timeout, not the best of snaps, as that went to, unfortunately, like we said before, number 6, and some of the jerseys for all the white teams got switched. Some players actually just have white jerseys that unfortunately don't even have numbers. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, fun, but a challenge in this Youth All-Star Classic for Mr. Lowry and myself. But hey, we're getting through it. So with the snap over the head, that was a loss of quite a few yards. 12 yards. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 22 now. And again, got to get that. That's a much better shotgun snap. Straight to the quarterback, hands it off. He goes over the left side, but the right side of the defense just eating that up. I think that was number 20, Mariano Soto with the carry. And number 4, Kale Garcher makes the tackle. Man, again, they're just one guy somebody can't get to the second level. Lineman doing a good job of holding them. Oh, great protect. Well, it was great protection on the right side, or on the left side. On the right side, it broke down, and that's the way the quarterback rolls, and he gets sacked. So now it will be 4th down and pretty far. 28. 4th down and 28. And I know that Jeff has a play for this because he has been Nostradamus on the offensive play calls today. So yeah, if you can get a quick kick here, I think I would, although I think the quarterback's a little too close to the line of scrimmage. And he's just going to get it, and he's going to go to his right. Well, the quarterback sweep. Well, he gets away from one tackler, gets a few yards, Jeff, but ran out of real estate and goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the 12U black team as 25 made the play for the 12U white team. And unfortunately, there is no 25 again. He could be on the roster, but switched numbers, so that's the tough part. But he made the play. Oh, wait, 25 for the 12U black team. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the white team. 25 is Cade Jasper. So sorry, Cade. Nice play by Cade Jasper. Again, the real estate ran out, but Jasper made sure of it as we saw. So like I said, a 1st and 10 now for the 12U black team from the 12U whites 26-yard line. Well, making sure all the personnel is right. Too many men on the field, but gets off the field in time. Nice snap, and well, he's going to have to run it. Looks like it may have been a designed quarterback run anyway, Jeff, but will lose 4 yards back to the 30. Well, each team has had to deal with that a few times, and I talked about it. A few high snaps from the center. And again, you figure in practice in the shotgun individual drills that they're working on that, and not easy to do. As 23 made the tackle, 33, pardon me. So that's Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith the third. So threes are wild for Jeff Smith. And he did have that big run. So, well. So now we get a 2nd and 13 now. Oh, a snap, and he goes to his left on the direct snap, trying to get something going. And, man, they are just stringing everything out. At some point, you have to turn up field, does Byron Brandon, and he just gets to the sideline. And 57, IT makes the tackle. And Jeff Smith also on the tackle. IT, again, if you're just joining us, I know we had a little bit of that break there for the injury timeout, but Isaiah Tadeo, but just goes by IT. Heard people in the stands cheering for him. So now we have 3rd and 14. So luckily he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're just trying to stretch it out, and that defense is having none of it. At some point, again, the athleticism, we talked about getting sideline to sideline. We've seen it with this age group. You have to try and run at him. So snap floats outside, and he just is not able to throw the ball because the defense gets right there. And number 2 on the tackle. And that was Gavin Yonker, number 2 for the 12U black team. And he gets the ball snapped to. And they're all these right-handed quarterbacks. I talked about it. They're getting pressure on them, but they're forcing them to roll against the grain. And again, like I said, you see quarterbacks at the high school level, college level, they work on it. At the pro level, you're a right-handed quarterback. You're rolling to your left against the grain, and you again to get your shoulders square to get the ball downfield, get power behind it, not the easiest thing. So on a 4th and 24, another bad snap, and well, not what they wanted on that drive, negative yards. So now it'll be 1st and 10 as that ball is down at the 44-yard line. So the 12U white team will have a 1st and 10 at their own 44, and their defense, again, answering the bell, a 12-0 score. So 1:17 left to go here in the first half. More than enough time, though, for this the 12U white team to get downfield. Again, like I said, they're at 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the shotgun snap and a handoff over the right side, and we get a timeout from the 12U white team as they cross the 45 and will get the 46-yard line. So a 2-yard gain. And I like that call on 1st down because you think, you see the time, it's
A little draw play.
one step. Yeah, exactly. And you know you have the secondary kind of on their heels thinking pass anyway. So if those linebackers take an extra step back, and we've seen how they've gotten that quick pop and gotten to the second level in this half, might be able to bust a big one, but the defense up to the challenge there. And it's just a 2-yard gain as we get the timeout. Again, the ever-talented Jeff Lowry. I'm Michael Caratanudo as the Urban Elite 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic here from Glendale High School. So glad we could bring this to you live on APN Video. All right, so that will bring up a 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, good protection, very good protection. Stepping up, has a man behind the secondary. Oh, but he, well, couldn't. And he tried to step into it, but he didn't. He was going forward, trying to use his momentum, and that was number 89. That was the intended receiver. It's Ian Castellanos again, and Castellanos about 6'1", got a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up as he's headed back towards the huddle. But yeah, if that ball was let go, and he had the time, he stepped up, but if he lets that go just about a second earlier, Castellanos would be running under that. I know I've always heard a lot of, not just because, 12 years old, but I've always heard a lot of coaches say, and, for quarterbacks to trust, not even about trust a receiver, yes, but trusting your arm. So throw it before he gets to that spot. Lead him. Don't wait till he gets there because the defense is probably going to be waiting too. And for Castellanos, he, again, was open. So the officials now take a timeout. Well, Castellanos is... Oh, it's a penalty. Unsportsmanlike. Yeah. Unsportsmanlike on the 12U white team. as this first half is winding down. Well, you're at your own 46, and now you're back at your own 31. So the 15-yard penalty. And that cost them after their first interception, Jeff. Remember that? They got the interception, but it was a personal foul, and it put them back, actually right back here, about 30, yeah, they're at the 31 right now. They were at the 35 before because they were at midfield on that interception, and now we get trips here to the near side of the field, single receiver to the far side, and well, he's going to roll to his right, and now he's going to nice throw. Gets it downfield, and it's caught. He holds onto it, and man, what a throw there by Bondi, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone as he cuts back into the middle of the field. Well, Jeff, a 69-yard touchdown reception. So I know nothing about taking penalties and going backwards because they just seem to have the answer to the jigsaw puzzle there as Jake Bondi hits Ian Castellanos. And again, Castellanos, well, Bondi probably told him in that timeout, Jeff, he said, hey, I got you, because he knew he threw the ball a little late. And that time, Bondi had got nice air under that, and Castellanos was able to get under it, make the catch, and go to the promised land known as the end zone. And that makes it 18-0. 44.7 seconds left, and they're going to go for two. And the extra point, oh, look at that kick. Man, and that was by number 57. That's IT, the big man, Isaiah Tadeo. So they are now up 20-0. Again, 44 seconds left here in the first half. And again, a little bit of a longer first half because we did have, again, the injury timeout. Again, like I said, not good seeing him having to be carted off, but good seeing him on his side and being able to move his extremities. So that's always a good thing. But 20-0, man, this 12U white team. Well, trying to even up the day, Jeff, as we saw. Oh, look at this. Look at it. He comes back for the catch. Great move inside by Castellanos, and people are trying to run him down, and look at him. He said, well, I'm just going to cut back, and I'm going to get me into the end zone because I caught the ball. I did a lot of work. I broke tackles. You are not hurting my feelings and stopping me at the 1 yard line. So the extra point. It's a good look at the hold. Yeah, and a good snap. Actually, that's a snap a teeny bit low, but better than being high, and he gets it down. And, man, beautiful approach there. And, again, an extra point, field goals, those are all about timing because that kicker is usually kept taking the first step right when they see the holder catch the ball. So that's why, yeah, when you see those replays on TV, those are actually some of my favorite for you fans out there. And you should pay attention to them because you watch when they actually show them, the center just ripping it right to the hands and then boom, ball's down and rotated. And right when it gets down and rotated, it's kicked. So IT kicks off, and that's a live ball. It's inside the why is he – wow. Again, it was he had a reaction here. Remembered that, I need that. And number 10. And unfortunately, that is another number who is not listed on the roster, or is listed but not with the right number. So 43 seconds left to go. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the U12 black team from their own 16-yard line. And 43 seconds or not, it's about momentum. Let's get some positive going. Positive plays going forward.
Well, Mike, one of the things right now, the black All-Star team has to contend with is they are driving into the sun. That sun is setting pretty quickly right now. So, this 43 seconds, you don't want to make a mistake, throw a pick six, and then be down 4 possessions going into the locker room.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, that's always going into the sun, especially throwing, because when receivers look back for the ball, if it's coming over their shoulder, you have to identify the ball. And again, you see, I don't know if any have a lot of the eye black on to deter to stop the reflection. And a nice draw play up the middle. And he's across the 20 and rolls forward to the 23-yard line. That was number 26, Tank Maloney. Tank with the carry.
No, 6.
Oh, 6 with the carry. That's Byron Brandon. Sorry, Byron, giving it to Tank. Snap, and that's going to be thrown down the far sidelines. Oh, it's underthrown. He tries to come back to it, but slips down. And that is number 11, King Long, who the pass was intended for. So we have a King, a Tank, and we had a Sir. It's been a interesting day with again, very creative. So now that brings up on the incompletion a 3rd and 4 for the 12U black team from their own 23. And dropping back to pass. And wow, yeah, that's going to be intentional grounding due to the fact, but I don't have to worry about it because that is the last play of the half. So we're going to have a halftime 20-0. Man, the 12U white team getting the job done as we are here at the Urban Elite 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic from Glendale High School. More action, second half action coming up here shortly on APN. Back here for the second half. Glendale High School so gracious to host the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic, brought to you by Urban Elite. Here on APN Sports, Jeff Lowry alongside me. I'm Michael Caratanudo, as it's a 20-0 lead for the white team, again with the mustard jerseys, but white numbers. And the 12U white team, I say, under the 12U black team. Again, the 12U 9 team. The black team won 31-12. And then the 12U 10 team, it was 41 to 6. 41 to 6. And then the U11 game
27
was 27 to 6. Yes, 27 to 6. So the white team trying to balance it out, 2-2.
2-2. Well, they've been impressive. I mean, no question about it.
I was about to say to you, Jeff. Yeah, sorry. I was about to say to you, like, what? Again, I mean, they've adjusted, they've ran plays, but man, it just seems like offensively, defensively, they're really on the same page. I mean, they're definitely on the same page, but
yeah,
it's that to me that's been impressive. What has impressed you though?
Well, I think coaches, talk about playing the complete game, and they've done that. But probably the most impressive part, I think, their defense and the tenacity that they come out with.
They do kick it, and it is deep, and he takes it about the 15-yard line. And he's across the 40 and falls forward. Looks like it'll be at the 41-yard line, so we get a kickoff, and it goes deep. And, well, who else to return it, Jeff? No surprise there that Mr. Castellanos, Ian Castellanos, who had that nice touchdown catch on defense. You highlighted him earlier. Had a few nice sacks. Blew up some play. Well, had a sack and also stopped a few runs in the backfield, tackles for losses. So he's been all over. But you're right, this offensive line, man, they have just done a good job of, again, every now and then haven't been able to set the edge or reset the edge, but so handoff and a little counter.
Yeah, big 33 again.
Man,
he's just continues to make plays out here, and one of the top athletes I think we've seen here today, no question about it.
Yeah, Jeff Smith the third, and when he's had to come up with big, and even on those like third and mediums and the few fourth on the fourth and I think the 4th and 8. Earlier in the first, I know first quarter seems a while ago, but yeah, the 4th and 8 is there's a penalty marker down, and it's against the defense, so it'll be encroachment, and that 5-yard penalty will give them a first down.
I don't think that was encroachment. Yeah, that was a personal foul. Somebody said wrong 4-lettered word out there, I guess.
I don't know if it was that. It also could have been a
late
hit after the play.
Well, talking to Cortez Gordon, the tournament director, and I mean, could you have asked for a better day for football?
Oh, I mean,
or anything?
No. Oh, rolling to his right. Look at that before he goes out of bounds and on the sideline. And, they're going to say he didn't have because it's only 1 foot. We know youth, high school, college, it's 1 foot. And Castellanos, as you see, rolling to the right. And, man, just got rid of it, doing his best Joe Burrow imitation there. Oh, yeah, no, his well, both feet, his first foot landed out of bounds, but both feet were out of bounds. But, man, that was a heck of a rollout right before the sideline. Like I said, see, these kids watch everything, and they want to imitate it right away. And that was a very good Joe Burrow imitation.
I am just so shocked that youth football in the state of Arizona, I mean, there is so much talent. These kids are so well coached up. And I've said this before. I think some of the best coaches are at this level. What a big-time play right there by 6.
Wow. Well, Walter Evans is the quarterback. You're right, Jeff. And that was huge for Byron Brandon for the 6U black team. But, yeah, that's Walter Evans, the quarterback. And Yeah, and in the last play, he had that rollout. That time, somebody broke down and did not, as we saw there on the replay, Jeff, because that was a lineman, just did not get blocked at all. And I know that's one of the first things we talk about. The guy in front of you really needs to get blocked
Yeah.
because plays blow up like that. So it is a third and 19 now. So we got a different quarterback now as well. He's scrambling
No,
around.
that's Five's back in there.
Well, 5, yeah, but 11 was a quarterback on the first 2 plays.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's caught.
Yeah.
Holy moly. So Jake Bondy, the quarterback, you're right, number 5, he came back in. And he rolls right-handed quarterback to his left, fires it downfield.
I'm really impressed
Wow.
with Bondy. I mean,
Yes.
he's shown us the long ball. He looked like Joe Montana on that play, throwing against his momentum.
Right.
And it was right on the numbers.
And we get a timeout from the white team. And was that Castellanos on the side that caught that again? May have been him on the sidelines because they saw, again, he got flushed out and they were dragging across. But, yeah, I mean, for Bondy, again, to roll against the grain, like you say, that momentum. And he did turn his shoulders upfield. You see, he got his shoulders square-ish. But, yeah, put a little bit of pace on that ball. And, man.
Yeah, there's going to be a high school that's going to love Mr. Bondy starting for them in a few years.
Absolutely. Well, and Mr. Smith and Mr. Castellanos and this offensive line, too. Because, like I said, there's very few plays that have been blown up.
Yeah, let's just watch this again.
Oh, yeah. He's about to get hit. Look at that. Takes a step back. Oh, wow. He had his shoulders square. And the only place he could put it where his guy was going to catch it, it was a tough catch. A nice catch, tough catch, but even a tougher throw.
Yeah.
Man. Did he come to the Jeff Lowry quarterback camp? See, you're holding out on me. You're holding out on me. I know it. So that brings up, well, again, it was 3rd and long, so it's a 4th and 1, and I think now it'll be a... Oh, so they'll give him a first down, Jeff, because they decided to jump and not watch the ball, which I know had to be coach's message at halftime because in the first quarter we had 3 where they jumped across right away, and then in the second quarter there was one more, and that gave a first down in the second quarter as well. So, well, forget the 4th and 2. It's a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line as Smith III gets the handoff again, going around the left side, putting his shoulder down, and will pick up a first down. What a tough runner.
Yeah, he's
Look
been
at that hole,
he's been
too.
impressive here today. No question about that.
Well, that wasn't again, that hole. I think you and I could have jogged through there. Notice how I didn't say run. We could have jogged through there for about 3 yards.
Yeah.
Well, just from outside the 10. So a 1st and 10 from the 12. They get a first down before a touchdown. And look at the time. He steps up, throws the out. Oh, that is a tough throw. Again, that's one that you would like to see made before the break, but I think that was his 3rd option, actually. Jeff, as Jake Bondy. Man, look at his footwork. He did a good job. He stepped up there when he had to because, again, you don't want to get too happy feet and take off and run. Mm-hmm. But, again, that was okay, so to everybody, that was a 3-yard out, and that ball traveled almost 25 yards. Because of where he threw it from to where it went. So it wasn't just 3 yards upfield.
Right.
That's a 25-yard throw. And again, he had a little bit of zip on it, but threw it just a little bit late.
He may have checked down a couple of times, like you said.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think that was his number 1. So Bondy gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Smith the third, and now he's getting pressured. Rolls out again, has a man open. Oh, and, man, the ball gets there, and he gets crushed as that was number 20, Mariano Soto.
26 on the tackle.
Yeah, that was that was Mariano Soto, 26. That's Tank. That's Big Tank Maloney.
Tank Maloney. Sorry, Tank, we didn't get a replay on that one, but
Oh, you were the reason that ball did not stay in his hands. Because
Yeah.
that was, and it's funny because we've seen some pass interference, and they've been pretty blatant. But Tank read that, and he got to step up, and he literally got there, Jeff, the same time as the ball, and that's why it was jarred free. As Smith the third gets the handoff, goes over, tries to go over the left side, cuts it back up to the middle on, 3rd and 7, and he gets about 4 or 3, so that'll make it 3rd and 5. Sorry, it's 4th and 5. Man, I just want to be
Boy.
Colorado, Nebraska and give people 5 downs, Jeff.
yeah.
My goodness. There's only 4 downs in football.
Six minutes.
Yeah, so 6 minutes here to go in the third quarter. And it is a 4th and 4 now. But you're right, man. How can you not be impressed with Bonnie? Again, a few high snaps, a few plays, only 1 or 2 where he took off early. But, man, he is getting more comfortable in the pocket, even though he's seeing pressure. Oh, that's a quick release. He has his man right on that inside slam. Beautifully run, beautifully placed, and it's a touchdown.
I'm telling you, this young man, I mean, he looks like, at times, I feel like I am watching a high school player. I mean, he's just so well coached up. The footwork, like you said, and then on that play, it was that quick snap throw, and that really helps your receiver because that defender doesn't know where the ball is.
And the defender screaming, but was it? Did you see the number that caught that?
He didn't get up in time.
Yeah. Oh, and they try for 2, and it's blocked. But, at this level, again, it does frustrate me when in high school you can't run it back. And I think also in high school, Jeff, when you miss a field goal, it flusters me because there's a touchdown pass. Oh, no, it's a blocked extra point. But at this level, again, with kicking, like I said, when you see those replays at the college and even at the pro level where, I mean, I know you've seen it. I've seen it a million times. The holder has his hand right here, and the long snapper puts it right there, and it says, boom, ground, rotate, and the kicker puts it through. So the fact that they can't advance it, because I think there would be a lot of touchdowns on blocked extra points. And, again, you want kickers to, at this age, like I said, to develop, start getting into that groove. And, again, we've seen they have the distance.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, just not blocking up the middle there. And it is blocked, but that makes it 26-0 in favor of the 12U white team. Well, don't forget, June 25th and 26th, Bullhead City, Arizona. The Anderson Auto Fieldhouse. Forgot to mention that before, Jeff. My apologies. But at the Anderson Auto Fieldhouse, the Southwest All-Star Classic Summer Showcase. You can go to southwestallstarclassic.com to get all the details, and that's where the Southwest collides.
It's a great venue, Bullhead City. It'll be hot, but they'll be
indoors.
playing inside. So, and there's the information right there on the screen.
Yeah. Bullhead City in June, that is one Arizona city that's not forgiving.
No.
So, a high bouncing kick. Oh, and, one of the first mistakes as that goes out of bounds. So that will be, you could push him back and make him kick it again. But I think if you're at any level, I always like just taking the extra field position. Because what it's going to be at the 40, 45, 42.
Well, the officials, they're letting these guys play. I mean, we're only halfway. We're a little past the halfway point here in the third quarter. We had a 30-minute delay due to an injury, but they're letting them play. They're not running, doing the speed clock, kind of like what they did a little bit in that first.
Yeah,
That first
absolutely.
game went pretty fast. This is the fourth of 4 games, and if this white team holds on, like you said a few moments ago, it'll even the series. 2 for the black, 2 for the white.
Yeah, I mean, they started Sorry about hot, but man, this 12U white team, and look at that. You got the ends just standing up, wanting to pin their ears back and go.
Not sure what the delay is here.
So Gavin Yonker, the quarterback.
And one thing you might want to mention: there's no game clock, play clock.
Right.
Excuse me. There's no play clock, so that helps these young guys a lot.
Well, they try to set up the screen, and he does complete it. Does Gavin Yonker to Byron Brandon, but that's behind the marker. It may have been. And as you get older, you'll hear as they watch, and as they watch film too, Jeff. You always hear coaches say like, you want a completion, but sometimes it's good just to accidentally drop that ball, purposely drop that ball,
yeah.
because you just lost 4 yards on that play by catching it. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 14 from their own 37-yard line.
What about the tackle by number 2?
Oh, that was number 2 again. Unfortunately, different name or number than on the roster, but he has made a lot of those tackles for the white team. Running over the left side this time is number 6 on the carry there, Byron Brandon. So he caught that pass, and he makes up 3 of the 4 lost yards that he had on the reception. And that, Jeff, on that last play too, it also goes to the quarterbacks. As you see, quarterbacks as they get older and developed, is you're just going to throw it over the head of them.
Mm-hmm.
Make it look like you're trying to throw it to them, but it just kind of skims over and goes out of bounds, and now you have a 2nd and 10. But because that you're behind the sticks, you get a few yards back, but it's still 3rd and 11 now from their own 41. Oh, nice throw out into the flat, but what an open field tackle.
12.
That is a phenomenal tackle by Jackson Sharp. Man, came to him, wrapped up in the middle. He was going nowhere. Yeah, I saw that on the replay right there. What a play by Sharp. So now that brings up a 4th down and 15. So they lose the 4 yards again. And it's a 4th and 15. And man, well, Jeff, we always hear it's like a chess match between teams, offense, defense. And I always, I always say, can they solve the jigsaw puzzle? Well, this defense has solved the jigsaw puzzle of this offense.
Oh, yeah.
To this point. It's Gavin Yonker, throws it, and well, he was looking for King Long, and Long kept going downfield and didn't check up. He thought he was going to run a little stop route there.
11.
It was almost picked off by, number 11 from the...
He almost caught it. Tell you what, that might have challenged the previous one for a play for the entire day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that was Walter Evans. Almost out of the intercept. Yes, you're right, because he dove from about 3 yards away from it, and he got both hands on it. Couldn't control it. But, yeah, that was a heck of an attempt there. And now we have a stoppage in play. I didn't see anybody call a timeout or signaled, but... Well, we are back here. Don't know who called the timeout, but nonetheless, it is still a 1st and 10 for the 12U white team from the 12U Blacks 37-yard line. And get a little motion, a little arena football motion there. And, of course, the handoff goes to Jeff Smith III. They just love that little straight power play.
Nice tackle by 6.
Over the left side. And And yeah, Byron Brandon, well, doing it on offense, doing it on defense as he gets in there.
Yeah, good tackle. Contain the outside. Great job. You know, as mentioned on one of the other games, I saw the Kurt Warner movie last night. I thought it was very well done. American Underdog.
Yep.
Just a outstanding story. There's Kurt Warner. I don't know if he still lives out here. I imagine he probably does.
Yeah, his son was playing at Brophy.
Brophy. So
yeah. And his other son before that played at Desert Mountain, and yeah, they have a house here. Well, number 6 in at quarterback, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately he gained yards. Very fortunate he gained yards, but they do not have a 6, like I said, on the roster. So the few times he's come in to pretty much run that play, and 3 out of the 4 times he's ran that play, he's gained yards, and he gets the line to gain there. So that'll pick up a first down for the 12, and just they come at you in so many ways. I mean, we talked about Jake Bondi again at quarterback, and Jeff, you can't stop. Jeff Smith the third, and then Ian Castellanos with the ball, and like I said, this offensive line, but man, they've mixed it up. So 6 will be in again at quarterback on the 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Handoff going outside. Well, gets away from 1, breaks a tackle, falls forward, and just shy of the 20-yard line.
4 outstanding solo tackle that time. And bringing down a guy that, is tough to bring down.
That was Blake Warner. Nice tackle there. Mariano Soto actually comes back in as he'll shuttle the play in. Looks like Biondi will be, I don't know, we still got 6 at quarterback.
You got a little pro set offense here. And
trips to the near side, a single receiver to the far side on a 2nd and 4. Well, he's being rushed and has to dance around, crosses the 20 and tries to get the marker, but gets thrown out of bounds. And the final 30 seconds, Jeff, of this third quarter. And that pretty much could be the last play of the quarter. So, again, has to get spotted, and he's coming over to get the play, but let's see where we're at when he's jogging back over. Yeah, we're under 10 seconds now. So, yeah, that looking to be the last play of the third quarter, and 26-0. They get another score. They keep their defensive sheet clean through 3 quarters. So we'll step aside the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic, the 12U game, brought to you by Urban Elite here on APN Sports. So a 3rd and 1 to start the fourth quarter for the 12U white team from the 12U blacks 18-yard line, pardon me. Again, 6 still in at quarterback, and looks like Too many players on the field for the 12U black team. But, yeah, referees let him get all set. No need to take a penalty there. Coming out of the quarter. Ooh, a high snap. And, well, he finally gets hit in the backfield. And the getting hit in the backfield, that was number 33. That was Jeff Smith III and Byron Brandon. Although he hit him up top, and Jeff, another person that bounced off him, but he went down low and was able to wrap him up around the legs and drag him down and actually push him back 4 yards. So now that'll bring up a 4th and 5 for the 12U white team. As, again, like Jeff and I kidding around, they're in the mustard jerseys with the white numbers. Although the quarterback that's been in, number 6, like I said, unfortunately, he could be on the roster, just not as number 6. So he will I'll throw it in the flat, and it's caught. And I want to say that was Castellanos again, number 89. Man, well, he got out of the way. It was. He took out the marker, Jeff. I just don't know if he stepped out before. We're going to see where they spot the ball. And
probably right around the 19.
So, well, yep. And he's a yard short, so it's 1st and 10 the other way. So, man, Castellanos, he lost his balance. He got to throw a little bit further out in front of him. But, man, Jeff, we're talking about being pressed. This kid's hands. At this age, there has not been much that has gone to him unless he got hit right when it got there that he has dropped. Everything has been there. So a 1st and 10 for the 12U black team. They hold with 8:50 left to go here in the 4th quarter. And, well, not everybody on the field. And, yeah, if it's a lineman, you definitely need him out there. So 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back to pass, complete in the flat to King Long, who turns upfield, gains to the 20, the 25, and then gets pushed out of bounds at the 30, just past the 30-yard line. Jeff to the 31. So a 13-yard gain. Well, nice play there. They pick up a 1st down. And the key to that, shotgun snap got there quick, and he got the pass out quick and gave Long a chance to catch the ball and be able to make a move and get upfield like he did.
Yeah, I think he got a block along the near sideline. So, again, you talk about not only teamwork, but, I mean, you got 10 guys out there blocking or doing their assignment. I mean, it's especially receivers. I mean, we had a great one here, future Hall of Famer Larry Fitz. He didn't take plays off.
Well, now they throw it out to the left flat, and it's caught. And, well, he's held up by the first man and dropped
18
by the second.
Tackle.
Roman Otero on the tackle. Got there second, able to finish it. So puts them, again, behind the chains. They lose 3 yards, so now we have a 2nd and 13. And, I said before, Jeff, maybe seeing where you are, down in distance, like dropping the ball. I mean, no player is taught, ball's coming at you, you're thinking, catch it, make a play. Catch it, make a play.
Mm-hmm.
But it is 2nd and 13 now as we get motion into the backfield. As Gavin Yonker back at quarterback. Yonker dropping back to pass. Nice pump fake. He gets pressured, has to step up, and, well, he'll get the 30-yard line. At least he falls past it. So pick up about 2 yards. Will Gavin Yonker for the 12U black team. And that should bring up 3rd down, right? Marker still has it a 2nd down, but and Somebody called a timeout.
Apparently-
I stopped the clock. Somebody called timeout. Sorry, I was just trying to see if the
No,
referee's
I
going to
think
point.
what's happened, there must be a water break each quarter. So that's why they're not indicating to one team or another. I wasn't aware of that.
All right. This one pretty quick is they are. Well, they still have it listed as second down. I thought this was third, but marker says second down and 11. Oh, the snap, and well, he throws it backwards, and actually that was Espin Rushing, number 7.
Number 2 on the tackle.
And yes, number 2 has been a very busy man, and we appreciate him. And I just, again, wish he hadn't switched jerseys because he has been all over the place. I mean, there's not a time that pretty much defensively where you have said whoever on the tackle, he's been in on it. Whether he finished it off, got there first to hold him up. Well, that play went backwards, and now it is 4th and 15. Well, this one goes downfield. Oh, and, well, he was aiming there as that was thrown by Espin Rushing as he was trying to find. I thought that was number 10. And if it was number 10, again, unfortunately, he switched jerseys as well. So a turnover on downs, a 1st and 10 for the 12U white team from the 12U blacks 25-yard line, and they are up 26-0. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go alongside the ever-talented Jeff Lowry and Michael Caratanudo as we come to you from Glendale High School, the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic, brought to you by Urban Elite here on APN Sports. All right. Oh, Biondi dropping back, has a man wide open, and he hits him for the 25-yard touchdown pass. What a play there as
20.
Jake Bondi got it to
Do we have
Mariano
20?
Soto. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I've called his name a few times. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, oh, that's Soto. But yes, Mariano Soto with the 25-yard touchdown reception. And just like that, Jeff, one play, 25 yards. And I know coaches say they want to chew up clock, but I've never met a coach that was, like I told you, upset with a one-play series leading to a touchdown.
Well, one of the keys there, actually, that throw may have been underthrown a little bit, but the separation with the wide receiver.
Well, they're going to try for 2 again, see if they can get the blocks up the middle. As IT will attempt the extra point, and look at that. They do get, oh, and he just missed it right. That's the second time, and you know, Jeff, from what it looks like to me, again, haven't done a teeny bit of kicking. As he's approaching, he's lining up to the right, and he's stepping straight through to the right. Oh, is this a touchdown pass? Yeah, look at this. You're right. Look at him. He did step up, and yeah, I mean,
it's right on the mark.
I mean, you know, he had a web again, but that's a timing. If he trusted himself, if he stepped up, if he threw that literally 1 second earlier, Jeff, as he was stepping up, he hits him in stride.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it comes with age and repetition. And like we said in the beginning, they may have had a handful of practices.
But he's so fluid
Absolutely.
on the throw, and again, the footwork is tremendous. I think he's going to be one heck of a high school quarterback, and who knows beyond that.
Yeah.
You know.
And and like I said, the gentleman up front, they've gotten beat a few times, and he's had to run a little bit, but look at that pocket they created for him there. We saw it on that throw, and again, it's trusting yourself and your receiver to where they'll be. And with patterns, again, with timing, that is so – it does take time. But you're right. I mean, he put it where his guy was going to get it. And he gets a 25-yard touchdown. That did not even go 10 yards. Just take it, number 4. And, yep, they're going to say he touched it before the 10-yard lines, but – yeah, number 4's got to take that. Cale Garcher. Cale. So when I'm with the team the next time in practice, all the teams, again, on the onside kick, I'm reminding them, again, coaching them up. It's a live ball. And I'm practicing it, and I'm making sure I'm telling my kicker, try to get it there, but don't let it go 10 yards. And
Exactly.
I'm teaching all of them to step up and cover the ball. Now, yes, you don't want to muff the ball. I understand that because if it hits you, then they can still recover it. But that's why you work on that for fielding. Oh, look at this touchdown again. And the defender, and what's one thing the defender couldn't do? You made the great point, Jeff. He was trying to chase him down, but he couldn't look back. Had he got to turn his head, he probably could have knocked that down. I'm not saying intercept it, but he probably could have knocked it down with where he was. But either way, a heck of a play there by Jake Bondy. Well, if you need an agent, Mr. Bondy, in a few years, not now, but Mr. Lowry's got you taken care of. No, I'm with you though. He is very fluid. As on that 1st and 10 play, they and kind of the theme. They march backwards, Jeff, and that's we talk about in the 10U game. You want to get some positive. You want to get a positive drive, positive plays, so you can look at it on the film and see what you did right, build on it. And again, it's just been very, very inconsistent for the 12U Black team as they are down 32-0, 4:50 left to go here in the game. As the snap goes to King Long, and he'll just go up the middle. So playing a little wildcat with King there, the receiver that's had quite a few receptions, some tackles on defense as well for the 12U Black team. But yeah, Jeff, I'm with you. I mean, it is, and you talked about it. We've been high school, college, pro. It doesn't matter. The first week of games is we're excited to do it. But I know throughout the years I've talked to you, I'm just kind of like, oh great, I can't wait for the the penalty fiesta.
Yeah.
Week 1 again, cobwebs.
We haven't
and I
seen
get it.
that here today.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean it's there's been a few, but at the same time, nothing that can't be cleaned up. Oh, and he gets hit as his arm was going forward.
Yeah, our infamous 81 knocked that one down.
81 or 89?
81.
Oh, 81.
Yeah, check it again. I mean, and that's a testament to that young man. I mean, wherewithal to get the hands up. A lot of players wouldn't do that in that situation, and that's keeping your head up, and you got vision of what's going on in front of you. A lot of players don't have that ability. That was a great play by 81. Maybe not the most athletic play you'll see.
Yeah, not like 89 when he tipped it to himself and had the first touchdown of the game.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and Castellanos did that. That was in the first quarter for you fans back there. Oh, the slant pattern. Oh, you got to catch out with your hands as King Long ran a nice pattern there. Runs that slant, gets across the face of the corner like you teach receivers, Jeff. Drive them outside and then go right across their face, and he did. And he just bobbled the pass, and it hits incomplete. So turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 12U white team, but that was the first down. He had it right there.
Yeah, I think he knew he was going to get hit because there was one player in his stride that was ready to.
Well, the safety was coming up to him. Yeah, the safety was coming up to him. He ran, like I said, he ran across the face of the corner and was inside of him, and that wasn't a beautifully thrown pass, by the way, because he put it right there on the spot. Yeah. So 1st and 10 from midfield for the 12U white team, and I think we'll see a lot of Jeff Smith III as he goes over the right side, bouncing off tacklers, and look at that, just bulldozing his way to the 42-yard line, a gain of 8 on that play. And man, Jeff Smith III, I know we've talked about him. They found him, whether it be that and pretty much just sweet play, but the counter even got him involved in the screen game. I know that first one was for a loss, but got him involved in the screen game a little bit. Oh, he fakes the handoff and bobbles it and gets sacked.
7.
I think that was Walter.
Boy, that is a fantastic pursuit from behind.
Espin, hey, what a great last name for a defensive end, Espin Rushing.
Espin Rushing. I mean, he came off the edge. He was actually lined up, I think, like a outside linebacker.
Yeah.
And no one picked him up.
And those weak side guys, you always hear you talk about they got to have that motor because or if they're running away, a lot of times those guys aren't blocked, and you see those guys, like you said, Jeff, hustle in and make the play, and he's we've seen that a few times in this game. Ooh, a high snap, and Jeff White III gets the or Smith III, pardon me, gets the ball, and it'll be 4th down, gain of 1 there. So it'll be 4th down and 7 for the 12U White team. As well, Jeff, we're hitting the 2-minute mark, but no 2-minute warning in youth football.
No.
In the 2nd or 4th quarter.
Well, wrapping up, I think, a very successful day for the National Youth Championship Series, Bowl Series, and Urban Elite. I mean, what more can you say about Urban Elite?
Like we talked about all games, the All-Star games coming up, Memorial Day weekend, and then in June. And
or that's a championship.
Championship Memorial Day weekend, that's right. Stepping back to pass, going downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. And they've had a few shots at it.
21.
And that is a nice interception as he stepped right in front of the receiver. And that was Brody Wolfenden. So he gets the interception there, and it'll be a 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line with 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock here in the game to wrap up the afternoon. Like Jeff said, we did have about a 30-minute delay for an unfortunate injury in this game, and the young man was taken away by the paramedics, but he was on his side. We could see him at least being able to move his extremities as he was leaving the field. So that's, again, always great things. Glad they're following protocol, and wish him nothing but a healthy and speedy recovery. So on a 1st and 10, dropping back to pass. Oh, well, they set up a screen pass because all the pressure got there. And look at 6 just bust through. And that is Byron Brandon. We've called his name more on defense, actually, Jeff, with some tackles he had. But look at this. Well, you talk about setting up a screen perfectly. He waited till the very last second to get rid of that ball. And he was about to get hit. And he gets it to Byron Brandon, and he picks up a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 for the 12U Black team from the 12U Whites 39-yard line. And it looks like somebody's late jogging in.
Only 40 seconds left to go.
All right.
So you'd like to see maybe a little more urgency here. You'd like to see this Black All-Star team put one on the board.
Well, he's getting pressured again, and wow, he's way back in. Wow.
Well, there's your favorite receiver of the day.
He will lose 16 yards on that play. Oh, 80. Yeah, that's, well, no surprise, as Ian Castellanos, he's had a few plays on defense like that. And he started, that'll actually do it for the game as the final 5 ticks will run off the clock. And we hit triple zeros, 32-0, the first team to keep a clean sheet today. Tough to do, but man, this 12U White team, Jeff, came out completely possessed as they win the final game, like I said, 32-0. Again, like you said, Urban Elite bringing you this game, the 2022 Arizona Youth All-Star Classic. And what a day it was.
Yes, it was. Thanks to Cortez and his entire staff. They did a nice job out here today, and we hope to see you in late May 27th for the big championship tournament, and in Boulder City, right? Boulder Creek, or not Boulder Creek, Boulder City, for the tournament in June.
Bullhead City.
Bullhead City.
Yeah, I was like, it's in Colorado. Yeah, in Bullhead City in June, and that is the 25th and 6th.
All right. Well, Mike, thanks so much.
It was awesome, my friend.
And on a beautiful day here in Glendale, this is Jeff Lowry along with Mike Caratanudo saying so long, everybody.